Good evening, everyone. I hope everyone is doing good and feeling good out there. It's nice and breezy out today. It's still warm, but hey, you guys know I like to sit outside. I actually wasn't going to come, but I decided to. But today is Let's Talk Podcast, and today we have an interview today, and our interview is with Smiling Flames, aka Ms Nikki. She's going to talk to you about some of her companies, yes, companies that she have. If you want to find her, her Instagram is Traveling Within Yourself. So on Mondays, we always have Spiritual Mondays. It's the teaching segment where you learn things pertaining to yourself. So we always want you to reach out and be a part of that because, again, you are who you are and you have to learn who you are. And we were never given the definition of who we are. So just saying that. And next Thursday, we have another guest on and they're going to do a two-part interview. So this is something different that Food for the Soul has never done, but we're going to do a two-part interview. With this two-part interview, it's going to consist of one part personal and then one part, well, let me change that. It's going to be one part self-care and then second part is self-care, but it's more on the health side. And the first part of self-care is more on the beauty side. So it's just the beauty side of you just taking care of yourself, because if you don't take care of yourself, who will? Yesterday I was on Traveling Within Yourself, and we kind of touched bases on Let Them Speak podcast. And basically, we talked about trust, communication, just our rights as humans and individuals, just allowing. We talked about the abortion. I really don't like to get into politics or anything like that on my podcast, so I really don't like to share those type of things. So being that I don't like to share it, I really don't like to discuss it because it's always up for a debate. But I just want to say that, it is what it is. We cannot worry about the world and society. We have to focus more on ourselves more than anything else. And when we focus on ourselves, we learn more from ourselves. So, I just want to say that please, please, you are the head of your life. And because you are the head, please reach into yourself and allow yourself to be the most abundant person that you can be. Even me as a teacher, I yesterday I learned something new about myself, you know. And what I learned is put your feet down because sometimes everything ain't what it's cracked up to be. So, on that note, I'm going to go ahead and bring our guests in, and we're going to have Miss Nikki join us now.
Hey,
Hey, how you doing?
wonderful. And you?
I'm fine, Queen. How you doing today? Are you lifted up with joy and energy today?
Absolutely. I nothing gonna turn me down. Look,
Okay,
I
okay.
woke up ready.
Okay, we always got to be ready. Like I was telling y'all, I was on her podcast yesterday, and it was so amazing that we talked about. Hold on. Yeah, we talked about so much yesterday on her podcast, and we touched a lot. And Miss Nikki, I think. just doing your podcast gave me the strength last night to take on everything that I took on last night. And it kept me humble, you know.
Yeah.
And I felt really good when I got done because I'm like, I'm in charge.
Right,
I'm in
absolutely.
charge.
Absolutely. And that's what it's about. It's about empowering us in every way that it can, right? You don't want to lose yourself in no situation. So to still feel like you in charge of yourself is a
Yes.
wonderful thing,
Yes.
because we lose ourselves quickly all the time. We lose ourselves and just in so many different things. So yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad those
Okay.
talk because we talked about a lot, right?
Oh yes. And it all covered me from head to toe. So I think that's what gave me the strength yesterday. And just talking to, like, just before I came on, and my granddaughter was saying that my mom was a part of the podcast yesterday because she was standing behind me as I sat outside yesterday. So I think it's just a blessing to be able to lift up each other during our times, because sometimes we don't need feedback. Sometimes we just need that ear to hear. You know what I'm saying? But on that note, I'm gonna wrap up yesterday because we'll go somewhere else. It's all about you today, Miss Nikki. So tell us
Absolutely.
about yourself. Tell us a little bit about you and what you got going on.
Oh man, I don't know what I don't got going on, but I'm loving every bit of it. I am Miss Nikki, aka Smiling Flame. I am an entrepreneur of many businesses, as we all say. One is Canasex. It's based off my oils and things are based off hemp and cannabis terpene strains. Also, I have a travel agency called Ms Nikki Travels. Also doing credit repairs. I do grant writing, expungement and sealments. Man, I'm trying to remember. I'm also a holistic health coach that also have Deaf Doula up under there as well. And the name of that company is Wellness Reset. Um, Man, and before this, I was in the medical field and as a nurse, and I just decided to quit my job and take on being an
Step out on
entrepreneur.
that faith, that
Yes,
spiritual part.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
So it's been a year or so since I left, and I don't regret it at all. So,
Okay.
and when I say I went through a lot in the process of it to make me go weak, it didn't win. I'm still over here winning. So, yeah, that's me.
Well, anytime you go through the storm and anytime it's hard, it's always a blessing,
It
and
is.
that's how you have to see it. Even when you first learn to ride a bike, it ain't smooth sailing. You're going to
Absolutely.
fall, you're going to bruise your knees a couple times, you're going to hurt your elbows and all that. But once you get it, you got it. And can't
Absolutely.
nobody take it from you.
Absolutely.
So, Miss Nikki, you named several businesses. So let's break
Hmm.
down a couple of those businesses. So, Miss Nikki, traveling.
Yep.
Let's talk about that, because people out here traveling, they getting their luggage lost at the airport. So tell us a little bit about your traveling business.
Well, I'm a travel agent. I book your trips, or you can go on my site and book your trips. It's kind of up to you. But when I do book your trips, I make sure you have a wonderful experience, right? It's very important that when you go on these trips, they feel like actual vacations and not that you have to work and do the job yourself, right? I don't want you to have to find nothing. I want you to tell me everything you're looking for, and I'll be able to find all these things. And the only thing you got to do is wake up and go, right? So that's the importance of the travel agent company. Like, I just want you to be able to wake up and go. You let me know your budget, and we make it happen. Also taking travel anybody who's interested in becoming a travel agent. I'm also taking people up under my team. Hey, it's many ways to get money and step out on this faith. And a lot of times people think you got to start your own business in a larger way, but you can actually start just joining another team.
Under somebody umbrella. Right.
Hmm.
Okay, so Miss Nikki, with your travel agency, do you give out discounts? How soon do you have to book? Things like that.
I give out discounts. I try to find the lowest amount ever. Sometimes I give out discount. Even on my site, I give out free trips. It just kind of depends, right? So I give out free trips sometimes. I would recommending uh booking your trip at least a month ahead of time. That way you
Okay.
get all the extra discounts, right?
Mhm.
Or just ahead of time. You don't want to do things last minute, right? And when I do look for travel, it's majority of the time like on Tuesdays and things like that. So I do ask for time to actually get the lowest price ever. I don't shop for trips on the weekend due to the fact that prices go up on the weekends. So
Okay.
I try to get the best prices ever when I get it for my clients.
Okay. Well, Spirit Queen need a trip, so maybe we can talk about that. Getting Miss Spirit Queen a trip.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. So
Absolutely.
then you also mentioned the holistic death, right? So
Holistic health coach and a deaf doula. It's two
okay,
different
so
things.
okay, so why don't you tell the people about that, because people might not know what that is or what it consists of.
So a doula is someone that helps you get ready to have a peaceful death, right? A
Mhm.
lot of times, people in our community, we're not ready, right? So a deaf doula come in and help you get ready, help you, your family, understand the death a little bit more. Sometimes you need that extra support and that person to be there so you can talk to. And I kind of give you and your family that, right? I help if the ones that's on their deathbed or not on their deathbed, if you're just interested in a death doula and want to get your wills and stuff together, I assist you with those type of things. I go to the funeral homes, I talk with them. I help you in every way I can so that way when it's time, you don't have to, or you or your family don't have to scramble around and try to figure out what to do next. We already get it under control and we make sure everything goes well. And then as far as your family in the process, I make sure they're getting that support that they need because death is really hard. And I know with me going through so many in the last couple months, it's just, it's a real difficult thing to deal with. So I'm just there to give you that support, give you and your family that support, and just let you guys know that it's okay.
Okay, so I have a question because last night after having a conversation with you on the
Hmm.
phone, and I just happened to be listening to some music, and I thought about my cousin. So even though time has passed, do you help people even with that? So
Yes.
it's been a few years and time has passed. Do you assist people with that type of help?
Absolutely, absolutely. Death is not something you get over tomorrow, right?
Oh
Death
no.
is something, right? Death takes time, right? But yeah, I am that support system on all levels, and then
Hmm.
we try to figure out the meaning. Like, just not too long ago, I lost my cousin, and I hadn't heard Michael Jackson in a very long time, but for some reason, I had to do Thriller for his mom, right? And it was weird, but I had to do it, right? And then after that, a couple weeks later, I started hearing Michael Jackson's um, Angel, what is it, Leave Me Alone. And
Hmm.
I started hearing that, and I kept hearing this song over and over and over again. I just played it every single day, and I didn't know what to do with it at first, right? And then one day I just woke up and I sent his fiance a message, and I said, I think this song is for you. And do you know that song like faded away? Right. So, and then she got on Facebook like a couple days later and said he came to visit her in her dreams and was like, it's okay. So, it's sometimes those are just messages, right, from your
Hmm.
loved one, just kind of letting you know that I'm okay. that
I'm
things
still
gonna work out.
around. Right.
Absolutely. And see, and we have to take it as that. When I lost my brother, he died. He was murdered at 17. I had went through depression, and this is what made me become a deaf doula. I had went through a full blown depression, and nobody really knew. I started fasting. I fasted for 30 days because I was going through it. I was going through a divorce. I was going through a lot of different things at this particular time, and it just made me realize that even though he was murdered at 17, and I lost him in the most vicious way that you can lose somebody, he made so many other people smile, right?
Hmm.
Adults, children, and to hear all those uplifting words for a young man at 17, it was a wonderful thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's very interesting because I also deal with the spirit realm, and always have messages from other people. So that's definitely something that's inspiring to hear you talk about helping people, because sometimes we just don't know. And sometimes
Mhm.
we try to figure it out, and we try to do things on ourselves. And sometimes we want to be outside the family and not with the family.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
So one of your other businesses. You do grant writing. So tell us a little bit
Yeah.
about your grant writing.
So I help assist you with getting the grants that we'll talk about what type of thing that you want to do. And I'll help you find these grants. And I also write them out and send them off for you. Keep you updated on what's going on, and we get the process moving and running. It's just based off what type of business that you have. Well, I do all types of business from LLC, non for profits, whatever, right? It's just all about finding the right grant for you, and I help you get that. I help you do that and start up your startup plan to get it done.
Okay, so let's say I'm interested in doing a grant. Is there a deposit that I pay? Do I pay it at the end? So how
No,
does the payment really go?
there's okay. So if you're interested in me writing your grant for you, then
Hmm.
it kind of depends on what type of grant it is.
Okay.
Because if it's a small grant, then it's a different amount. And
Hmm.
if it's a larger grant, then as you know, it would be a different amount. So it just depends on what the grant is and how much the grant. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So a $500 grant won't be the same amount as a $300 million grant, right? So it just kind of depends.
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. And you say you do all type of grants, right? So
Yes. Yeah.
if I was interested in getting a grant, let's say like I want to feed the community, you would do a grant like that.
Yeah, we can always look for a grant that goes with what you're looking to do, and
Okay,
then apply for it. Absolutely.
okay. And what's the name of your grant writing?
Well, it's just me, right? So I'm just writing grants, right? That's
So no
I have
name, no
I
name right
haven't no,
now.
I don't have a name right now. I have finished all my classes, and I just started doing them. So and that's just kind of where it was. So that was just the side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, we as black people, melanated people, we're getting our lives together, we're getting ourselves together. And I know you didn't mention this, but I know that you also have a business where you help to repair credit. So, talk
Yes.
about that for a second.
I repair credit from I help you get like bankruptcies, repos, all those different types of things off. Um, you know, I have been doing it for a while actually. I've been getting people credit together, and I just decided to say, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and do it as a business because I was doing it for family a lot. And so yeah, so I help with whatever
Hmm.
you need. It's all about kind of looking over that too is another thing that I will have to see what exactly that needs to be removed, how it needs to be removed,
Right.
child support, things like that, and then we kind of go from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so answer this question. Now, this has nothing to do with credit repair, but what if somebody, a credit card company, decide to sue you? Do you help with things like that?
Well, I don't help with things like that as far as when it comes to the credit repair thing. I mean, I can
Mhm.
get it removed after a while, but as
Mhm.
far as them trying to sue you, you will actually have to talk. But I can give you people who you can talk to and find
Okay.
out the extra, why, what, and also sometimes you can actually call the company and settle it before it actually goes to court.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
too, not only that, make sure that it's your actual credit card company that's actually suing you, right? Because a lot of
Mhm.
times your debt is sold to someone else. So you need to make sure
Right.
that they have the original contract and it's not sold to someone else.
That. Mhm.
You request your original contract, your history, all those different things, and ask them, hey, you know what I'm saying? I need you to send me this stuff because I didn't have a contract with you. So I need the original contract. I need the history. I
Right.
need the pay.
Right.
I need those things. But if it's your original creditor that is suing you, then you might want to call and just kind of make arrangements with them.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, before
So
it
that's
even
some.
get to the point to going to court, because
Yeah,
sometimes you
that's
could
some
settle
good
out of court.
information, to share. Because sometimes, people don't want to ask and they scared to ask. So I just think
Yeah.
about people in my circle and things that they're going through. So
Hmm.
those are some of the questions that I wanted to ask you.
Yeah.
Just knowing that you deal with a lot. So is there anything else that you want to share? Because your hand, you almost like a Jamaica. You got a whole lot going on. That's how them
Well,
Jamaicans is.
well, I also have my holistic health business where I help you get from the root of the problem and just kind of figuring out your health. You know what I'm saying? Getting you healthier and happier in every single way, right?
Mhm.
Sometimes people think getting healthy is dieting, and it's not, right?
Mhm.
So I help you find the root of the problem so you can be healthy and happy for the rest of your life and not just for a little bit of time, right? So
Okay.
yeah, that's under my holistic health business. I also help with expungements and sealments, right? So I help with a lot of things. Like I said, I have my adult kind of sex line as well.
Mhm.
Um, and then I just did a Love Yourself event, which was amazing. And I plan on doing another one in October because it
Mhm.
was, it was called a pop up, but it wasn't a pop up. It was an experience, right? I had
Mhm.
vendors there. They were wonderful vendors, but I also gave an experience along with that pop up with those vendors. So I'm still
Okay.
thinking about a good
Okay.
name for it, but I plan on doing another one in October.
Okay.
Yep.
So can you tell the people, because you got so much going on? Can you tell the people how to get in touch with you, information, contact information, things like that?
Yeah, you can always go to I also have a podcast, right, you guys? It's called Let Them Speak on traveling within yourself. Um I am actually putting it in the
Comments.
comments right now. This is my email. You can contact me there and then also my page is traveling within yourself. And you can DM me on there um, for anything that you may need. And then I also have Wellness Reset. So those are ways that you guys can get in contact with me and let me know on any level, on any business, and we can go from there. If you're looking to get into and starting your own thing, maybe even part time, I got a couple different opportunities for that too. So you guys are more than welcome to contact me anytime.
Okay. So Miss Nikki has it going on, and she basically can cover your whole life with all her businesses that she has going on. Um,
Yeah,
I
that's why
really
we
don't
call it
have any
traveling
more
within yourself.
questions. That's right. I don't have any more questions, but is there anything else that you would like to share?
Um, no, I want to thank you for having me on today. I really appreciate it. And like I said, you
Oh, you're
guys, I'm
welcome.
always available on any level. On my podcast is about giving the support and resources that you need to get out there, right? To get out there and be a better you. So yeah, you can actually come on Wednesdays 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and check me out as well. And that's Let Them Speak on Traveling Within Yourself platform.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, as you guys know, I always bring amazing people on the podcast. Everybody I bring, they have knowledge, opportunities for you guys just to love yourself and care within yourself. So, again, we have Smiling Flame, aka Ms Nikki, Traveling Within Yourself Instagram. Please go on her page and check her out. She has so many opportunities that can help you where one avenue might not, another avenue will. So just remember that, let them speak. And that's what she's talking about, her podcast, Let Them Speak.
Yeah.
So you have a freedom to say what you want. And
Hmm.
this is how we can heal ourselves. And even if you come on to the podcast and you don't want to be on it, and but you want to share some information with her, you can always DM her. So just
Yep.
read through within yourself, share her information, and if you have a business, share your information, because we're
Absolutely.
always here to lift each other up. So,
Absolutely.
on that note, don't forget Monday nights, spiritual studies, Let's Talk podcast. And we are always there to lift you up and teach you more and more about yourself, because self care is so important when it comes to things done. When it comes to things that need to be done. So, hold on. All right, guys. Sorry about that. But again, don't forget Mondays, spiritual studies, 7 Central, and we're always teaching you things that you don't know about yourself. So, so unlearn to relearn so that you can learn. I'm sorry, y'all. My grandkids is in the background. And y'all know how it is, but hey, it is what it is.
Absolutely.
Even outside, it is what it is. But again, just make sure that you reach out. Make sure you definitely get in touch with Miss Nikki. I know everybody is trying to start these businesses, and I know that you need things to start them. So you might need some of them grants, and you don't know what she might find or what she might come up with. So definitely reach out. Most of us melanated people, we trying to get our lives together, so we trying to get our credit together so she can help you with your credit report. And just other things. You might want to go to one of her events because they're successful. What state and city are you in, Miss Nikki?
I am in the Chicagoland area.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's something that might interest you, where you can reach out and maybe go to one of her events, or even sign up to be at one of the events. Okay. So that's all I really have to say. Miss Nikki, you don't have anything else to say?
No, I don't. But yeah, like she said, most definitely you're more than welcome to sign up for the events in October if you just want to advertise your business. And if you want to come on to let them speak, that is a platform for entrepreneurs to come out and shine. So you're more than welcome. So yeah, most definitely hit me up on any one of those platforms, and I'm willing to talk to you and help you in whatever way I can. And I
And
see you busy.
I'm not busy. They're busy. They got a whole lot of energy. Um, but I just want to say that we have interviews on Thursday nights. So some of our guests you're going to see on Thursdays on interviews several times because things change. And I feel like I need to bring people back to keep their business in your mind. And long as you keep seeing them, then eventually you'll remember. Just like when you keep hearing that song over and over that you don't like, but eventually you end up singing that song. So you're going to definitely see a lot of people come back on
Absolutely.
Let's Talk podcast, and and they'll be on Monday night sometime too. So not just Thursday because it depends on what we have going on. But again, um, let them speak. Let let them speak. Podcast was here today, traveling within yourself. And on that note, we're gonna wrap it up. Peace, light, and love. And thank you, Ms. Nikki, for taking time out to come on Let's Talk Spiritual Interviews.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Remember, guys, you are the head of your life. I always say, how will your movie play out? You are the lead role, the lead actor. So it's up to you how you choose for your movie to play. Will it end the way that you want? Have you applied the things that you need to apply? If you are a business person, you have to get up and you have to get out and you have to start reaching out to people in order for that business to be successful. So, on that note, lift yourself up and lift somebody else's business up. And always pray for somebody because you never know what somebody is going through and you never know who needs you. Peace, light, and love. Until Monday, we'll see you next time. Thank you for coming out.